As of August 7, 2025, there is still no verifiable or official evidence that Algeria has received, operates, or completed procurement of any Sukhoi Su-34 aircraft. Despite nearly a decade of recurring reports, speculation, and analysis from defense observers and journalists, all available information indicates that Algeria has not yet taken delivery of this platform. The situation remains unresolved and unconfirmed by any authoritative source from either Algeria or the aircraft's country of origin. Over time, this topic has become a subject of repeated scrutiny because of its implications for regional airpower balance and strategic military modernization. The Su-34, a twin-seat, twin-engine, long-range strike aircraft developed by Russia, is primarily used for deep penetration bombing and all-weather precision strike missions. It is considered one of the most capable platforms within its class due to its high payload, range, and electronic warfare capabilities. This aircraft has drawn interest from multiple countries seeking to modernize their tactical and operational level airstrike capabilities. Algeria has frequently been named in this context due to its long-standing military relationship with Russia and its extensive experience operating Soviet and Russian platforms over several decades. The first significant wave of reporting linking Algeria to a potential Su-34 order occurred in 2016. According to widely circulated defense media articles at that time, Algeria had expressed formal interest in acquiring a batch of Su-34 aircraft, with initial figures ranging from 10 to 12 units. The proposed acquisition was reportedly intended to replace or supplement older bomber and reconnaissance assets in Algeria's inventory. While such reports generated considerable attention, no official announcement of a signed agreement was released, and no follow-up verification appeared in government or military communications. By 2019, a second wave of speculation emerged. Several articles from niche defense blogs and regional military monitoring groups began circulating claims that Algeria had finalized contracts with Russia for the purchase of 14 Su-34 aircraft. These claims were often tied to broader reporting suggesting that Algeria had signed multi-platform agreements covering additional aircraft types, including air superiority and next-generation fighter jets. While some of these claims were attributed to anonymous sources or commercial satellite interpretation, the specifics of the Su-34 contract were never made public, and no government statements were issued to corroborate the news. In 2021, a significant development occurred when the Russian Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation, the primary Russian agency responsible for arms export policy and oversight, formally denied that any Su-34 aircraft were being produced for Algeria. This denial came in response to continued inquiries from journalists and military analysts seeking to verify the status of the rumored deal. The agency's statement dismissed the previous claims and stated that no such aircraft had been sold or transferred to Algeria. Following this public denial, references to a Su-34 deal involving Algeria largely disappeared from official and mainstream defense discourse. Nevertheless, the subject returned to attention in 2025 when flight footage surfaced showing a Su-34 in a desert-style camouflage pattern undergoing test flights in Russia. Observers quickly noted that this color scheme was not typical for Russian domestic forces, leading to renewed speculation that the aircraft might be part of an export program intended for a nation with arid geography. Analysts suggested a few likely candidates based on regional alignment and procurement history. Algeria was, once again, named as a likely recipient in several media reports and online discussions. However, none of these interpretations were confirmed by official statements or documents. No procurement contracts were disclosed, and no military statements or declarations were issued by either the exporting or receiving state. This incident revived interest in the subject but still left the core question unresolved: whether Algeria is actively acquiring the Su-34. To date, no public records exist confirming the presence of the Su-34 in Algerian military inventories. No pilot training programs involving the Su-34 have been documented, and no sightings of the aircraft have been verified at any Algerian Air Force bases. Additionally, international military aviation trackers and independent arms monitoring databases have not logged any Su-34 transfers to Algeria. The aircraft has not appeared in military exercises, airshows, or formal rollouts under Algerian identification codes. Despite the persistence of speculation and indirect evidence such as color schemes in test flights, there remains no hard data to suggest that Algeria has received or operates the Su-34. This absence of information is significant, particularly given that arms transfers of this nature are often tracked by multiple global institutions, including independent analysts, satellite imaging firms, and international export control bodies. The lack of confirmed data strongly supports the conclusion that the transfer has not taken place. As of August 2025, Algeria has not officially received, deployed, or begun operation of any Su-34 aircraft. All previous claims about such a deal remain unverified. No documents, images, press releases, or credible government communications exist to confirm any step of a Su-34 acquisition process. The current situation is best characterized as speculative, with some suggestive developments but no concrete outcomes. Until and unless formal disclosures are made by involved authorities, or independently verifiable delivery records emerge, the position remains unchanged. Algeria does not have Su-34s in service, and the deal, if it ever existed, remains either incomplete, cancelled, or unacknowledged.